let's explain how insulation works, because obviously we're trying to keep the heat in, but also sometimes we want to let the heat out.
Yep. So insulation's made up of all little tiny air pockets, and the more air pockets you got, the longer it takes for the heat to penetrate in summertime through your walls and into your house, and in winter time, the longer it takes for your heat to escape through your walls and exit your house. That's likewise with your ceilings and your floors as well.
And so how do you measure, if you're coming into a home that people are looking to make it more energy efficient? Yep. How do you actually measure how energy efficient it is already?
It'd be, number one is by what insulation they've already got.
Yeah.
So, depending on what they've got in their ceilings will determine sort of what you can install. If they've got, if they've already got an R4, an R5 or an R6 in their ceilings, then you'd look at just doing the walls or the floors afterwards.
And how costly can it be?
So anywhere between for the ceilings can range from, for your standard size house, $800 to $2,000. Your floors, your floors likewise can be anywhere probably around $2,000, and your walls, it's a lot more. There's a bigger process with installing retrofitting to your walls, and that's usually around $4,000. So with the payback period within 4 years. Definitely. If you're going to stay in the house.
What about for resale? Are people actually looking for homes that are insulated properly?
Yeah, they don't.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Look, some people have it, and I know when I was buying, I was, but that's just a conscious thing that I make. They are looking at bringing in a star rating for the homes, for existing homes. They've got a thing in Canberra at the moment, or a program in Canberra that they're running, and they're looking at bringing in
a star system. Is that to say that there'll be a requirement for a certain minimum?
Yeah. So, not a requirement, but your house would be a requirement to be as to rate it as a star rating, which will determine how much you're selling your property for.
Gotcha. Right. And that's something that you think that's going to be coming in?
The news is within 2 years, so pretty quick. So if you've got comparable houses, the same, one's insulated, it's got 5 more stars. They haven't actually put a figure on how much a star's worth, though it's up around sort of 15,000 at the moment.
Reaping the benefits, how soon do you see the benefits from these sorts of tweaks?
Instantaneously, from once you insulate, you'll notice a difference. So you'll come home that very same night, and you won't need to switch on that heater, or maybe just need to switch it on a little bit just to warm it up.
Yeah.
But definitely instantaneously with floors, walls, and ceilings, 100%. 100%. And look, there's other health benefits, older generation and children, much susceptible to, chest infections and things like that. Having a warmer house and, definitely improves any of that.
And I think one of the selling points is that you're able to actually show people about the payback point, the break-even point. How do you work all that out?
It's sort of really dependent on the customer itself and what. We can insulate your walls, and it can be, you can get up to 30% back, but if you're not actually visually or actually thinking about what you're doing in your house, nothing will change. So if you still come home, you still switch on the heater, you don't change the actual way of thinking, nothing will happen. Yeah.
So how do you educate people while you're doing the install? Do you talk to them? Do you notice what's going on around the house?
It's mostly done at when we assess the house. Then the installers come and install, but usually we'll get a phone call that night saying how well it worked, and notice the difference as soon as you walked in, or the next day saying I didn't have to put the heater on, at night, and all that sort of stuff.